Hello everyone, this is my going optimal GOvitational finals pod against JankInTheTank. Best of three, Jank's running Black-Red Party, I am running Red-Blue Wizards with a Cider Party. I love to play first, so it's nice to get that offer. And that is probably an acceptable, with those 1 and 2 drops, a very acceptable opening hand. I'd like to thank Mianthril, who's been helping playtest this deck against Jank, and for Zach for suggesting some sideboard plans. I have been doing my homework, good people, and I hope to do more. So, we will drop Attack with the Guide, drop the Vanguard, next turn we'll drop the Wizard. We've also got the Duelist as a combat trick, and Fizzy Wizzy who can help us rummage. I've just learned the difference between looting and rummaging. This will be a bit of removal. They've got 8 pieces of removal, not to be sniffed at, but there will of course come a point where they run out of luck. We're going to drop a second blue because we've got Lull Mage's Domination, and we might want to use that at some point, which means needing 3 islands down. So we've still got Fizzy Wizzy and the Duelist to go. They've got to start putting some creatures down at some point, but an Expedition Champion on their own doesn't do a lot. So we're going to drop Fizzy Wizzy, loot away the second mountain, and keep 1 mana up for... Oh, yes, of course, Windrider allows me to drop as well. Okay, so... Ooh. Now we'll dump the mountain, and then Fizzy Wizzy allows us to loot as well. Oh boy. We're going to drop the Duelist and keep the Snare. I don't think we are. I think the loot was enough there. We'll decline. End the turn. We've got Bubble Snare if they drop another warrior. They have Subtle Strike, so we can't line up our blocks here and then Duelist safely. So we'll let it through. Another piece of removal. For now, we will just attack. We'll keep Eruption. In fact, we're gonna... It's a sorcery, so we're going to erupt the champion now because it just makes everything party cost more expensive. We've still got Bubble Snare, and we can still buzz Duelist in to potentially ruin combat maths. Okay, so we'll Sneaking Guide to get Fizzy Wizzy through. Unfortunately, Rockslide Sorcerer is quite nasty, and Bubble Snare doesn't change its activated effect. Thankfully, that doesn't trigger Rockslide Sorcerer. Okay, we're going to flash in the Duelist, because we might want to tap down Bubble Snare Blight Priest. Oh, we just milled some land for them. Yep, we need to race against time now. Unfortunately, they've got a deck that gets better with lands and time, and I need to push through damage ASAP. So I'm very much on the clock here, especially with my opening deck. Ooh boy, that's bad for us. We want Lull Mage's domination here, because we can steal Rock Slide Sorcerer. But we're up against it. We are very much up against it. Subtle Strike coming. Oh boy. Oh, Rebirth. Okay. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very, very close. Ooh, it's going to be... Yep, this is probably going to be a loss. Yep. Nice work. Sideboard plan. Right, so sideboard plan. Cleric out, trap out, infiltrator out, land out. And then we put in some counter spells to disrupt them. And we get in our Hellion and our second ambusher, and we're back on the play. We'll have to press the flesh here. Let's give that a blast. Let's try game 2. Let's see if we can get there this time. We'll play again, and we'll be on the draw game 3 if we get that far. But with that hand, we're mulling. We're going to have to keep this even though we've got no blue. I'll put field research on the bottom. Need to find a blue source. But we've got Vanguard and we've got a bit of removal. But oh boy, do we need to see blue in the first 3 turns. That's lucky. So we can drop Wizard on 3. We've got Snare and Rebuke, so we have a few tools at our disposal, but the removal's going to start dropping now with Vanquish. They've got 2 Vanquish, Subtle Strikes, you name it, they got it. Let's just keep pressing the agenda, 2 points at a time. Okay, so we'll keep Snare up. I'm not surprised Mind Drain came in at the sideboard there. Yeah, because we need to snare things that are 5 power. Anti-cognition is good against creatures, of course. So if they try and drop a fatty, we will counter it. Sadly, Feed the Swarm isn't something anti-cognition can block. And now we've got to drop a creature. So we now can't anti-cognition something, but we can bubble snare if they drop something big. More removal incoming. Vanquish. Royal. Just so much removal. 8 pieces of the stuff. How much have we gotten through? We've gotten through 3 of their 8 pieces of removal. Slow and steady. And now we're hoping that they try and drop something. We can't afford Hellion, so we pass the turn. We hope they're going to play something expensive we can anti-cognition. So Minotaur or... that doesn't do it. They've got the 2 mana. We'll anti-cognition that. And now we want to try and get Hellion down, which we do. Let's see what comes next. Colossus, Minotaur, more removal, more removal. Holy crap. Fizzy Wizzy can loot away the mountain. Rummage it away, sorry. There's no point in bubble snaring the Rockslide Sorcerer because its target still goes off, but we're not going to win the race if we keep binking lands. We've got enough land for our top end now, so we'll pass. Unfortunately, again, they've got the kind of hand that does well with time. Okay, so we've now got a Stalker, so we can try and push through lethal, and we will snare down the Sorcerer. We're just hoping they don't get any instants or sorceries to kill Fizzy Wizzy, because that still works. Alright, alright, alright. This is going to be close. Gonna be very close. Top deck war. We'll keep negate up. This is going to be inordinately close. If they have another piece of removal, I'm toast. No gain life, no gain life. On to game 3. Okay, we've got a decider. What do we think? Do we think that did the job? We're on the draw. I'm not sure there's a lot we can do about that. They're less likely to be blocking than we are, so we can't bring Sizzling Barrage in. We're not going to mix up our mana base to get Linvala in at this point. We could... We don't have enough... Well, I mean, we could bring Chilling Trap in and remove Duelist, which does more or less the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Still leaves 16 creatures to go. We'll remove Duelist and put Chilling Trap in case we can draw an extra card off it. And we don't need as many rogues for Infiltrator now. Alright, game 3. May the best deck win. And if the best deck can't win, maybe I'll get lucky. Haha. Nice hand, please. No Mull. 2 drop, 3 Electromancer. Fine. Lots of wizards. Okay. A third land would be nice, but we'll start with Fizzy Wizzy. Fine. We can go Electromancer into Royal if we need to. And then go Windrider Wizard. Expedition Diviner, we need to try and dodge some removal. So Fizzy Wizzy first. We'll ditch Anti-Cognition because we're on the draw. We get Bugcatcher, which is nice. Okay. We're going to trade Fizzy Wizzy? I guess we are. We also want to trade, actually. Sorry, I forgot to say, because they're party dynamic, we do actually want to set up trades for their live stuff, because their sneaking guide obviously makes all the Destructive Alliance stuff cheaper. So we're fundamentally okay with them trading lower drops. So now we'll go Electromancer into Royal here. We'll drop this as an island. And we'll go Electromancer. Yeah, Electromancer into Royal Eruption here, right? Or just straight Royal? No, Electromancer into Royal. We're not going to get a better opportunity. Yep, so they're now prepared to trade. This is good for us in a way, because it makes their party count less good. They'll be looking to start removing shortly, so we need to get these birds in the air. Lithoform Engine without a lot of stuff on the battlefield isn't terrible for us. We just need to get moving. If they can copy permanents, we're in big trouble. And we've got Diviner to come next. But if we can dodge removal, and we can dodge them using Lithoform to copy stuff, we might get there. But they can... Yeah, so Royal with a copied Lithoform. This is where it starts to get gross. Oh man, we're going to be really close on the clock here. If we can get Diviner off, we've got lethal if they don't do anything funny. But if they've got another Royal Eruption or another Feed the Swarm and we get a clear board, we're in big trouble. Ooh boy, ooh boy. This is tight. Great. No subtle strike. No subtle strike. Ooh. Ugh. This is getting close. No removal. Oh, if all they've got are Colossuses and Minotaurs. Oh. Oh, I needed an instant or a sorcery there. Oh, great. Woof. Top deck. And a negate. Oh, boy. What a top deck. All three close games, though. So once again, I'd like to thank my playtesters and sideboard suggesters. This win is as much theirs as mine. It's only thanks to this Discord that I've gotten to the point where I can try and win games like this. Okay. Well, comments welcome. If I got anything weird in the play there, I definitely welcome feedback. But thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next match.